Hi guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. For those who are new here, my name is Melanie and this is my YouTube channel called Sessions with Namloash. I know it's been a while, but I'm back, and thanks to COVID, we're doing things a little bit differently. I'm sure you're wondering who this is on my screen, and she'll be introducing herself in a bit, but basically today she'll be just taking us through around tips on working at home, because surely we know how hard it's been to work from home. This few weeks or 2 months that we've been at home, it's been such a task to work from home. And so because our guest has been doing it for some time now, it would just be interesting to get a few tips from her to be able to hack it. So welcome to my YouTube channel, Lilian. I'll let you introduce yourself.
Thank you.
Karibu sana.
Thank you. So my name is Lilian. I am also a friend of Melanie. So not only am I a guest, but I'm also a friend of hers. We've known each other for some time. Thank you, Melanie, for inviting me. So I can just introduce myself a bit. So I am a learning experience designer. So how I can put that in very simple English is that I create courses, online courses, and even normal courses that can help people really learn and enjoy learning. So for me, how I normally put it is I like creating transformational learning experiences. And what this means is that at the center of every course is a learner. And that person is what you're actually aiming at in terms of creating a course, making it really meaningful for them. So I've been in the education space for the past 3 years, but I started creating courses since last year. So actually, I am now the founder and program lead of a particular course that is the Ready Learn Digital Marketing Training. And it's been really awesome doing it so far. We actually do it with Melanie. So it's actually a very good experience. So we teach university students how to do like digital marketing.
Nice. It's good to have you here. Such an honor for you to introduce yourself like that. What a powerful introduction. So we'll just get right into it. I have 3 questions for you. We're going to make this as short as possible and as fun as possible. So first question is, with the COVID-19 pandemic, very many of us have been forced to work from home. And for some people, it's going okay. For some people, it's not going okay. And so how is it for you? How are you adapting to this change, considering that you are already working from home?
Okay. So for me, when it comes to adapting, it's mainly one main thing that I've actually had is that I actually used to work online, like maybe if it was 5 days in a week, it was more of like 4 days in a week, and then I'd have some days of the week and I'm out and about. So shifting to be like 100% online because of COVID has been not so hard. It's been easy because I was sort of used to it, but it's hard in terms of the days that I used to go out, I can't go out as much. I can just go outside the house just to get some sunshine or walk around. And not meeting people has been like, I felt it sort of closes your mind and you get really tired really fast. So that's some of the ways that I've actually been able to be affected by the change. I'm not able to interact with people as well. So it's actually affected even how I work so that I don't really work the same way right now.
Okay, that's good. For me, it's also been pretty interesting to go through, considering that, yes, I was working from home before, but just the transition of moving 100% online has been different. I can say I've hacked it 100%. I've been able to work comfortably, but considering that I work mostly with clients, it's a bit difficult. Some clients still want to meet, but for some reason, so far so good. Let's see how it keeps going. I'm looking forward to just seeing if some of those clients will be able to adapt to even going 100% online. And so thanks for that, Lilian. And considering that this is already happening right now, what tips can you give us? Give the people who are going to be watching this video, what tips can you give them around being able to work from home?
Okay, so I have 3 major tips. The first one was around being able to adapt. So the 3 of them are really connected. So I'll just give them really briefly. Adapting. The second one is actually have empathy for yourself. And then the third one is actually creating white spaces. So I'll just go slowly into each just to give a brief of them.
Yeah.
So the first one is around when I say just being able to really adapt, is that each and every week is actually going to be very different. So one week we had actually the cases for COVID were actually not as much. And we had some cases where the cases were so huge that even the way people were responding, it had a change in atmosphere. So
Yeah.
even when it comes to planning, I actually take an approach of not having a plan of like 6 months.
Yeah.
I have a plan of like every week and maybe just a small idea of what the month will go through. But for me, the biggest thing in my mind is that whatever happens, I'm ready to adapt. I put myself in a mindset that I'm ready to actually change depending on how things go.
Mm. Actually,
I'll give my the last two. Empathy for myself in terms of, so right now being at home, I have different needs. So my siblings are around a lot of the time. So one of the things that I've noticed is that I really want time to spend with them. This doesn't mean that I don't want to work, but I'm actually making time to spend time with them, to actually meet with my friends. So the different social, mental, physical, and even like just even spiritual needs that you may actually have. And you need to really realize them and say that you can't really work the same way you were working before. How do you change your sort of like lifestyle to be able to meet that kind of demand? So for me, I changed it such that I work from 8 to 3, and then after 3, I either spend time with my family or with a friend. I look for ways to help them out. These things actually give me energy for the next day. So really having empathy for myself. And last thing is that this is something I learned from a lady called Julie Fant, where she talks about white spaces. In your day, you actually create points in which you're actually just relaxing. So you'd have like from 8 to 10 you're working, but between 10 and 10:30, it's your me time just to rest, to relax. So you're getting spaces so that you can actually reboost yourself for each part of the day. Because I felt like I was getting really tired during the days.
I actually like what you're saying about especially planning yourself and having a specific time around working at home. Because even just
Yeah.
if I can use myself as an example, I've realized with this pandemic being here, we are overworking. You can easily find
Mm,
yourself working from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. just because you're not moving, there's no time to commute on the road in traffic and all that. And so I really like the idea you've given of not planning long term, but more short term, like the week. Because personally, I'm also planning for the day because tomorrow things
yeah.
may change. And so I'm learning how to
True.
adapt to that. And I can't help but think what would actually happen in the future, even after this, to people. How do you see companies adapting to this whole
Mhm.
change of working from home? Do you see more companies having more of their employees working remotely, or do you just see companies going back to normal post COVID? What do you think would happen to the future of work?
Okay, cool. So just to highlight something that I read just the other day, there was a lady who was saying that things have changed so much now that anyone who's thinking of going back to the old ways is really not growing. So what's really changed for me and what I've seen is that most people are actually going online, that it's inevitable that the first few months we were saying that we'll stay at home and then go back to work, but it seems like it's going to take the next 6 months to actually get through this. So people are finding like, yeah, and it's not interesting. So people are finding ways of adapting. Like creativity, I always say is like your best friend. Find ways of you still can go and you still can offer value, even if it's online. Even if you don't have a job, there's skills that you have that if you call some few people, you can actually tell them, I can do a bit of a training around what's it called, creating new behavior. So there's a friend of mine called Salsa who did a training around how do you guys create effective behaviors, because she did some training around that. So it's really interesting that people are offering different kinds of um, trainings, they're offering different kinds of products online. Just from seeing that, there's a gap here and I can feel it. So most companies are also going to go that way in terms of even marketing online or even getting finance services online. So it's everyone just adapting to what's happening.
I am looking forward to actually seeing how things will change post-COVID, because it's something interesting to really watch, not only even with work, but the various industries, even including school. I'm really looking forward to seeing how learning will change. But for
Yeah.
today, thank you so much, Lilian, for accepting to be one of the guests on my channel. It's been such an honor. This was such an insightful conversation. I'm grateful. And to everyone, thanks for watching this video. Please remember to like, share, subscribe. In case you have any questions for Lilian, please drop them on the comment section. We'll see you next time. Bye.
Awesome. Bye bye. Thank you.